What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. I wanted to let the OCG Banlist craze go ahead and calm down for about a day, refresh all my tabs in the morning, and get you guys on my thoughts. I like to stress, and I think it's a very good thing to stress, the OCG Banlist is not the TCG Banlist. They have very different tendencies. The OCG likes to support older decks and kind of gives them more than the TCG tends to give them. We could see a change in pace, but I don't think that's very likely overall. And we see Atlantean Dragoons bought out to the point of almost $80 here on TCG Player, with the end line having the only multiples by Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market. I see you, Black Market. But over here on eBay, it's already sitting down at 70 down. These float, oh, the water archetype puns, anywhere between 50 to 60 sometimes. We've seen it at relatively low quantities over and over again. It's just crazy to me how things just get bought out to a certain point from the OCG ban list, because we have a history of not getting certain changes over and over. I certainly don't think we'll get Goons to 3 here. I think that would be a lot for that deck's consistency. The deck that's pierced the top cut more recently here over and over. And TS, yes, TS, we'll talk about it in a second, is getting its errata in the OCG, which eventually needs to come over here. But just because it's getting an errata doesn't mean they need to sell TS's, and doesn't mean they need to sell Mermill cards. If you feel like Goons might go to 3, pick up your third super. It's super cheap right now at 70 cents, but you usually need to find something else to make it $2 from a seller. So you might just have to buy 3 to get it online. You might be able to find it cheap at your locals if you have that fear, but sellers like Overdose Gaming, Adam Korn, you'll see them throughout here on TCG Player with relatively low prices, so it's not bad to go with them. Card Craze Gaming, I actually know who that is. That's a seller out of Denton that I really like. He's a good guy. $1, and he has 10 of them, so you're able to buy a playset and actually get it shipped. I think it's not bad to get the super, just in case that's real cheap, but don't go throw $70+ at an ultimate rare. Just let it chill back out to that $50 range and just wait. Just wait for our ban list to come out and then let the hype deflate. Even if our ban list cut came out, this card's not going to pass, I don't think, 85 realistically in sales. So you're not losing much to gain a lot more, in my opinion, if you really need this card, which I feel like anybody who has had Ultimate Mermails has had it for a while. That isn't just getting the stuff to flip it. Our lowest Bistius once again sits at $18. First ad over here on TCG Player, once again Black Market on the scene. But over here on eBay, it's back towards the price that it's been floating around, the $12 to $13 range. $13.50 for one near mint one, before it's $17.18. So no, you can't get a playset of ultis before that errata comes out. It keeps getting bought out. We featured it before on a buyout where it went from 12 to 18, and then it started to sink back down again. Sink. Oh man, somebody stop me, please. Seriously, stop me. But Mermill Abystius, again, I feel like it's only going to get weaker because you have to now stack it on top of the chain with its errata. Its errata is going to make it optional instead of mandatory, which a lot of the Atlantean effects, like Goons, are mandatory, so they'll be first and second in the chain, and Tias is going to be forced on top whenever it's activating its effect. Again, I like Ultimate Tias. I don't think it'll go much higher from the $18 mark. Just shop wisely. Maxi Ultimate sitting near its market price, but I believe this is up. I think I saw them starting to go for the 65 range before the ban list, and now the 74 is the lowest. I don't know if sellers just upped the price, or if it was naturally headed here, because market price says 69, now it's lowest 74. I felt like I'd seen them at 65s but I could be wrong. We do see moderate play at 65 before it joins 75 on eBay as well, with a new listing being the lowest. So let me know in the comment section below if it was already around here, but I don't think it was. 10 results for Maxi Ultimate seems wrong to me. I think sellers pulled rather than there being perhaps actual sales. Let's actually check something that we usually don't do. Let's go to completed listings and go to end date recent first to see if there were sales. Yeah, 65, 70 plus 3 best offer, $60. Buy it now, 60. Yeah, so it was relatively sitting around the 65 mark at one point for sales. And it just seems to be going back up. It's funny. That's a super rare picture. Sellers, please use the correct picture for your cards. Solemn Warning Ultimate Rare went 2-2 in Japan, and it's sitting, it had trickled down a bit, but not too much, and now it's just sitting back near its $50 price point that it likes to hover. This isn't anything too new, but people wanted me to bring this card up. We don't even have Solemn Judgment here. I don't see Warning going to 2 when we haven't even been given Judgment. So people wanted me to touch on it, and just, if you want an Ultimate Warning, have an Ultimate Warning. If you want an extra for your binder, have an extra for your binder. Just don't spend money thinking that it's going to come off. I like to emphasize that today. Firewall Dragon, for the first time in a long time, is actually at a price under 30, barely under 30 to note. But with reprints on the horizon, with it getting hit on the OCG list, people just really don't want to touch this card. Now, Trickstar Reincarnation hitting back down to $18. I don't know if this is because the new Trickstar support all screams that Trickstars are going to be taken in a new direction or not, but I want to say that it's very, very nice to see the price cool off for players who might want it, but there's a lot of speculation already that this will get hit like the OCG as well. Firewall Dragon sitting actually much higher on eBay at 33, like 10%. Oh no, $3, John, that's not a lot. 10%'s a lot in my opinion. TCG definitely winning out on people jumping ship on Firewall. And it's also winning out by just a couple 50 cents on the Trickstar Reincarnation, but there's multiple sellers under the price point of eBay here, so you just want to note that past this listing, of course, because then it goes back to 1950. So just sellers starting to cool off, making decisions to let it go. Tribe Infecting Virus is always a card that I like to watch because of GOAT format, and it got bought out last ban list. You remember it was like a low of 13 for the first ad. It's actually even lower. It's like fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. I don't think this card would realistically do too much in the meta besides being a cute tech in Mermail Atlantean side decks. We see it at 1140, 1140, 1140 over here, cheaper than eBay, which starts at 12, 1230. If you want this card for GOAT format, sure, go ahead, but don't expect it to be coming off of our ban list, even with it at 2 over there. But, you know, if they've experimented enough and put it at 2, maybe, just maybe. Again, just get cards for your own enjoyment. The DR1 version is sitting at $6 versus a market price of $3.74, though, to note. It's honestly one of my favorite versions to own. Actually, no, it's cheaper. That was, I guess, eBay. $4.19, and I'm mixing it up with the super. So this is sitting at $4, and the super near mints for the supers, even the unlims, is sitting at a low of now $6, which is near its market price. So I personally like the rare. If you want the rare, a DR rare at $4 is not bad to have for GOAT format and transition if it ever somehow did come off and you think you're gonna play with it. But the super sitting at a low 4, I'd pick up my DR rare if I'm thinking about a near mint version. And finally, boys, on this market watch, I have the suggestion of the day. People get angry when I suggest cards sometimes, but I like my audience to have the first crack at things. Hollow, the ultra rare, is basically non-existent on eBay as an easy to get card. We have the sets of 3, starting at 5 and quickly going up to 7. And it's just a very interesting card on eBay. It's really weird how it interacts with eBay, because TCG Player has it at 85 cents. 85 cents with 13 copies from Evolution Games. We got still in the 80-cent range here with Cininvestments for 13 more and 15 at the $1.10 mark from Bias Card Place. All these prices lower than eBay. I know a lot of people have been trying to just get a complete and total binder filled with these. Now's your time to go for this. Being an ultra rare sneak peek promo at under $1 is a nice price, especially with a card that's as wanted as Hollow. It's not doing anything in the meta, I get that, but it's a Pendulum Tuner that's super darn cute. Just know that if you want your binders, this is kind of the price to go for it at. So thanks for watching today's Market Watch. What did you guys think of the changes thanks to the OCG ban list in our market? Do you think people are a little bit ridiculous going for any of them? And also, what do you guys think of just how the market keeps going down right now? I don't think Firewall's a result of the ban list here. I think Firewall's just a result of natural cooling. And it's nice to see the market just chill out before January/February like it does every year. So what are you guys getting during this time? Let me know in the comment section down below that you've been waiting to get. And then is there anything else I missed from Banlist hype? Did I miss any cards? Let me know, because I'd love to show them off in the next Market Watch.